everyone, Hannah here from Stand Strong Krav Maga. So, as I promised, this channel is becoming a little bit more, we're going to have more content on. First thing today I wanted to talk about is different stances that you might hear when you first join a Krav Maga stance. You're not joining a stance, you're joining a class. So, passive. What does passive mean? It means I'm in a position of disadvantage from a fighting point of view. It's the position that you probably assume in everyday life. You know, if you're talking to friends, your hands are down. If you're walking down the street, your hands are down, okay? So it's a position here. The reason we say it's a position of disadvantage is if I need to defend myself, I've got further to go. If I need to strike, I've got further to go. My legs are even, meaning I don't have necessarily the powerful rotation, a stable base, and my entire body is exposed. So this is the passive stance. The next stance we're going to talk about is the semi-passive stance. So this stance is, let's think about if you were getting into a discussion with somebody and you noticed a slight change in their voice or their body language or the language they were using, it was starting to kind of rise a little bit. You might assume this position as in like, whoa, okay? So you're starting to drop your chin and you're bringing your hands up. At this point, we are still trying to calm the situation down, de-escalate it before it becomes to violence, which is why we're not going straight into this stance, which could be seen as antagonistic and could cause the situation to become violent. At this stage, we have the opportunity to potentially still get away without having to fight. So that is the semi-passive. Hands come up, chin comes down a little bit, hands are out. And you can, again, doesn't have to look aggressive. You could be talking to somebody. I talk with my hands all the time. I'm a very kind of using my hand kind of person. So for me to have my hands up like this isn't really that strange. But at the same time, we're starting to protect our body. Then we go to a ready fighting stance. So this is where we've taken our position here. Our hands are either out, as in like here we're starting to fight, or we're in a fighting position with our hands are up, our chins are down, and we are now engaged. Okay? So they're the main stances that you will hear. Of course, every discipline will have a slightly different stance. Boxers have a slightly different position to Thai boxers, have a slightly different position to karate people, have a slightly different position to Taekwondo. I'm talking to you from a Krav Maga, the stances that we use in our classes.